Hey guys, Micah from Black Bear Custom Kydex. I have a couple sheaths to show you. Very interesting knives here. We've got the popular Ontario Ranger assault knife, and we've gotten quite a few requests for these. Only one person now has actually placed an order, but yeah, this is a really cool knife. So anyway, I got a sheath for that, and then very interesting. This is the first time I've ever seen or heard of it when my customer Dion got in touch with me. But this is a Tops Grim Ripper, and it is sort of a push dagger style knife, but obviously has more of a traditional blade here. So I think it's a 3.5-inch blade, and yeah, really just a cool knife. Actually super comfortable in hand. So Dion is a repeat customer. I'd done a Tops Screaming Eagle for him about a month or so ago, and then he sent me these two. So he asked for a pancake style sheath for the Ranger assault knife, and he wanted it on mollies. And just in case you guys are wondering, I don't know if I see a lot of people doing sheaths with mollies on it, but they're often just sort of, you know, the sheath is just done at whatever profile you might normally make the sheath, and then mollies are attached to it. But that actually kind of defeats the purpose of doing mollies, because when you actually look at a molly, a panel of molly webbing on, whether it's on a vest or you've got your car seat organizers or whatever you've got, plate carriers, there's a spacing standard. So it's a 1-inch gap, but it's 1.5 inches from the center of each thing. So you have basically, you either have to put them 1.5 inches apart, 3 inches apart, 4.5, etc. For them to actually comfortably line up in a standard molly panel. So anyway, so this is a little bit wider than I normally would make this particular style sheath, but where it's a molly style carry setup where he wants to carry it on a pack, that is the best option there. So anyway, let's take a look at the retention on this. It's quite nice, as long as you don't put it in crooked. And I'm not going to push on the pommel because it's actually got a nice little skull crusher there. We got a nice Kydex clip going in. I have molded a little bit around the paracord itself. You can see is inside there, which actually helps significantly in getting a nice good bit of retention on there. It's just more contours for the Kydex to grab onto. I've bent out the, I don't even know what you want to call them. I've kind of flared out a sort of thumb ramp, which also, when you push against it, slightly helps spread the Kydex itself. So that looks really nice in there. Feels very comfortable to draw. And of course, got that great Kydex click. No rattle. It's not coming out on you. This thing is nice. And for the Grim Ripper, he asked for no carry system. So what I did here, I sort of set it up similarly to how I do like my K-Bar TDI. Just to give you a side-by-side comparison here. So we've got sort of a similar profile. He also wanted pancake style. And what I've done, instead of giving some kind of designated thumb push-off, I mean, you can reach your thumb over and, you know, sort of, it's hard. It's just in an awkward spot. But what you can do instead is, with the fingers that you have wrapped around there, you can literally just push it right off. So it's got a nice ballistic draw on it. I don't know what the application is that he's going to be using it for, whether it's going to be like a pocket sheath or if he just wants to, you know, toss it in a pack and carry it around or whatever. But you can very easily just use your fingers on it and just flick it off like that. So I actually did go with .093 Kydex on this one, which is rare for me to do on something this short, but I thought I would try it out, see how it worked, and I think we got a nice sturdy sheath here. So again, this one doesn't have, well, it's got just the tiniest bit of play in it. I think partly because I had to keep this section wide here because you can see the contour of the blade, so it has a tendency to be able to lift up just a tiny bit, but it's a really minimal rattle. So anyway, that's what I got for you guys. If you like these sheets, if you like this video, hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. And comment down below. Let me know what you think of these things. Share it with your buddies. And I appreciate you tuning in. Stick around for the next one, guys. God bless.